Hey, True Seeker, Friday Night Live Decodes. See if we got anybody in here. Michigan versus Ohio State. First thing I see up. All right, let's get to it. So, did you come with your notes? So we said we're going to do this week. If you want a game decoded, you're supposed to have your notes ready. QB birthdays, coach win records, all that. So you got it ready, Ken Lee? Looks like Ken Lee doesn't have it ready. Oh, he does. All right. Where's it at? All right. So Michigan versus Ohio State. Ohio State leads 50 to 47 to 4. You got that right. 50 to 47 to 4. Yeah. This will be the 102nd meeting. Michigan's next loss will be their 333rd. Number that often goes with 47. Big number there in Ohio. Let's see. All right. So let's look at these program records. Just thinking about the let's look at the location. Columbus has that 47 thing going, just like Ohio. Oh, Ken Lee says it's the 115th matchup, huh? What stats are you using, Ken Lee? Going back to 1904. Remember, Urban Meyer had that big ritual with 81 on August 1st earlier this year. Yeah, C. Hands is on it. He says Meyer can pick up his 81st win. So Ken Lee has different all-time winning stats. Seamus, you do the same thing every week, man. You just come and you start spouting random information for what we're not talking about. So stay on topic. So you're saying Michigan, Ohio State, the Wikipedia one is better? Maybe that's have bowl games mixed in. Okay. So we got a different set of stats here. Ohio State's won 6 straight. All right, so last meeting, November 25th, 2017. Hold up. I thought my computer was plugged in here. I see that my power's almost out. Shoot. All right, let's see. So they last played probably exactly a year ago, close to it. Yeah, so it should have been 52 weeks ago. Nice. All right, I need what Urban Meyer's record is with Ohio State, not just his overall record. Yeah, the 81 is going to be the big one. So if Urban Meyer didn't get the win here against Michigan, number 81, he'd have to wait until their bowl game. But let's see how long ago August 1st was. Let's see how that lines up. That's what day it all went down. August 1st, 2018. 115 days later, a span of 116. And this is going to be the 115th meeting. So they're having the 115th meeting 115 days after the whole 81 ritual. All right. Let's see. What's Urban Meyer's birthday? July 10th. Game's 137 days after his birthday. The word champion has that gematria of 137. Is this to be whoever wins this game, I imagine, will be the Big Ten champion, huh? So that's important. Just out of curiosity, what's Big Ten equal? Ben's got that 33 thing, 137, 33rd prime, 10. Oh. Let's compare Harbaugh here. Oh, yeah, that's who we want. Jim Harbaugh, that's right. All right. So Harbaugh's going for number 39, and Harbaugh equals 39. But hold on, I got to fix this date numerology. The date's got a connection to Michigan. All right, so date's got the Michigan thing going. All right, Ohio State. Buckeyes. 68. What did we just see about 68? So Harbaugh's next win is his 68th. Ohio State Buckeyes is 68. His next win with Michigan's number 39, and Harbaugh's 39. How's his birthday line up here? December 23rd. The game's going to come on his 337th day of his age, which is the 68th prime number. So it would be a perfect day for him to get win 68 and over the right opponent. See something here. Wolverines. Michigan Wolverines. Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh. Urban Meyer. Okay, who won the last one? Ohio State's won 6 in a row. So last year they met on a date that had the exact same numerology. Had the exact same numerology last year. And Ohio State won that one. Michigan was at home too. Buckeyes improved at 10-2 last year. So Michigan was at home with date numerology equaling 46 like Michigan, and they still lost last year. Let's get some more information on this game. We need to look up the QB birthdays and whatnot too. All right, just trying to see if we could get any big clues there. Realize that if Ohio State wins tomorrow, they do become 8-1 in the Big Ten. Urban Meyer gets his 81st win, and it happens 115 days after the August 1st 81 ritual with Urban Meyer in the 115th matchup between these two teams. The game's also 137 days after Meyer's birthday. Well, hold on. Big Ten championship. There'll be a championship game, right? Got to play the Big Ten championship December 1st. Okay. What's amazing about the alignment for Harbaugh is he's going for his 68th win. Ohio State Buckeyes is 68, and it's on his 337th day of his age, which is the 68th prime. I mean, that is a pretty amazing alignment. I suppose Harbaugh could win this one, and the Big Ten champ. Here, let's see. What these have got to be the two top teams in standings. Yeah, so doesn't matter who wins. This is going to end up being the championship game. Urban Meyer could come back and win the championship, even if Harbaugh got the W tomorrow, and then that would be his 81st win with Ohio State. He's got to get that number 81, you would think, but maybe not tomorrow, because Harbaugh really does have an amazing alignment there. And again, last year they played on a date with 46 numerology, and Michigan lost at home. So, again, Michigan's 46. Michigan's the favorite there, huh? Let's look at when these two teams lost. I just want to see what it was from their last loss to this game. So Michigan, where did they lose? They lost to Notre Dame on September 1st, huh? Is that the only loss? Gotta be, right? So September 1st to this game is $84 days later, a span of 85. How about the Ohio State football team? When did they get their loss? They lose to Purdue. Is that who they lost to? Yeah, October 20th. They lost 35 days earlier, a span of 36. Okay, did we get the QBs? There's a Big Ten East and West? Really? Okay. I didn't realize there was two Big Ten divisions. Okay, well, okay, even if it's not the Big Ten championship, Urban Meyer could still get his 81st win with Ohio State in a bowl game. They're going to make a bowl game, that's for sure. Shea Patterson, January 17th. All right. Michigan. Shea Patterson's got the 53-73 thing going on. We got that 53-73 date numerology. So Shea Patterson's got the numbers. Was he their QB last year, I wonder? All right, January 17th. Games 311 days after his birthday. That's the 64th prime. And Michigan's also 64. So he's got quite the alignment himself. A lot of things lining up there for Michigan. Okay. Make the note. All right. Dwayne Haskins. I take it he's the QB of Ohio State. All right. May 3rd. His numbers are just barely off. May 3rd, 2018. All right. His upcoming birthday. His name lines up with his upcoming birthday. I got to say, for this game, it looks to me like Michigan's got better numbers. The Harbaugh alignment is perfect. The QB alignment's pretty awesome too. So the question just becomes, when does Urban Meyer get number 81? He's got to get to it. That's just the one thing. That's the one thing that's making me go, ugh. Because Urban Meyer had that big old 81 at the beginning of the year. He'd get his 81st win, become 8-1, and Michigan would fall to 8-1. What's the name of the stadium? Let's see. Ohio Stadium's got corresponding numbers too. Ohio State, their next win's their 801st. Huh. Something else. I guess what it just comes down to for me looking at this game is Urban Meyer can get his 81st win. Ohio State can get their 801st win. They can get that at a later date. The only thing is, in this game, if they got it right here, it would be perfect. 'Cause then they'd be 8-1, and Michigan would be 8-1 in the Big Ten. But in light of the fact that Harbaugh can get his 68th win with the team over the Ohio State Buckeyes, equaling 68 on his 337th day of his age, I mean, that is just too perfect. And then the QB, he's synced up with the date numerology, and his birthday is perfect too for Michigan. So looking at the numbers, I got to say that Michigan has the better alignment. Let's go to the chat. The horseshoe? Oh, the nickname's Horseshoe. I see. I don't know how to block anybody on Patreon. You must mean in the actual chat, not in here, because I don't see his name in here. You must mean on the actual comments. I'll see if I can figure something out. I'll see if I can figure out how to block people's comments. Lacken says he's going to take Michigan just because all the money's on Ohio State, and they're plus 170. So, I mean, with that kind of logic, I can't blame you because it seems like it goes that way a lot of the time. Um, and there is a little bit of rhyme and reason with Urban Meyer getting number 81 too. So I'll just tell you what, though, the numbers couldn't be any better for Harbaugh for this game. So 68th win, most perfect opponent, most perfect day in relation to his birthday. All right, we can take a look at another game. Those are the important nuggets for that one. So Sports Gematria says Michigan fans will lose their mind if Michigan loses this one. Well, maybe we should leave up Dreway then since he's giving out all the opposites. All right, what other game you guys want to look at tomorrow? Buffalo, Detroit, NHL. Okay. What day is this game? There they are. Buffalo Sabres, Detroit Red Wings. Okie dokie. So 138th game. I guess we got Michigan here again, huh? Detroit. And is this the day leaving 37 days left in the year? It is, because Detroit's also 37. Okay. Low Sabres got the gematria. Notice the Sabres could pick up their 16th win of the season on the 53 day at the 16th prime. All right, let's see. Bill Housley. And for his 40th win. You guys never had a tie? That's crazy. Oh, overtime loss. Okay. Okay. Is this 23, 40, 25. This will be the 71st game. I don't see anything that stands out to declare one way or the other any clear narrative. I just wonder if they might pick up their 16th win on the 53 date numerology with the prime number relationships. But the date syncing up with Detroit and Michigan makes that a little iffy. So I don't know. I don't think that's a good game to gamble on based on the numbers that are on the board. There's no strong narrative. So you can look at it some more if you want. I'll give you these notes afterwards. But oh, I see you guys are talking about Bob McNair. That's funny that he got the team in '99. I didn't realize that. That's a good thought there, Sports Gematria. That is a good point. That if Buffalo lost, they would be 15-7. But then they have the 2. I mean, does that screw it up? That's the thing about hockey. The whole tie thing makes it a little bit harder to. I don't have much of a history of paying attention to hockey records, and if like the tie would mess up that narrative because 15-7 is like 157, the 37th prime. But just nothing jumped in terms of the overall win-loss records with the team names or anything or the dates. So I don't know. I wouldn't want to make any call off that. Just what's there. All right, Notre Dame at USC. I was hoping this week people would lay down. Can we look at this game and here's the numbers? But all right, hold on. Let's do it. Notre Dame at USC. I don't know why every time I type in ESPN, it goes to MLB every time. It pisses me off. It's like, I don't want to go to the MLB page. Okay, what is going on? Okay. Notre Dame football head to head. Why does it not say Southern Cal? Shouldn't Southern Cal be there? Oh, there it is. Southern California. All right, so 90th game. Notre Dame leads 47-37 to 5. And we got this date numerology. Los Angeles equals 37. I'm just thinking about 73 is a Catholic number. That's how many books are in their Bible. Catholics also 46. USC, Trojans. Fighting Irish. Fighting Irish is 73 as well. Dane. Irish. USC Trojans. Okay. If Notre Dame won, they'd be stuck on 37 wins. USC would. Notre Dame would pick up their 12th win in Los Angeles. 37th to 12th prime. This is a good place to do it. Brian Kelly coaching record. Yeah, that game last week with Syracuse, the first thing we looked at was the 6-3, and then that did connect to Major League, but God, everything else like had perfect numbers for Syracuse, so we know that didn't work out. Notre Dame, okay, so Brian Kelly's 80-34. His next loss would be his 35th, big Catholic number. Is USC a Catholic school? Are they? I don't think so. October 25th. It's 30 days after his birthday, or a span of 31. USC football coach. Yeah. 32 and 16. Next one's a big 33. He's 46 years old. The game is 153 days after his birthday. That's the 17th triangular, and he can get his 17th loss. All right, so we need some QBs and birthdays here. Notre Dame was 12-0 in 2012. Oh, that's funny. Ian Book, 330. Okay. $239 days after his birthday. California's 52. Game's gonna be JT Daniels, born on the 33rd day of the year. All right. I don't think anything's so interesting about his birthday alignment. Let's see his next birthday. It's still not that interesting. Whew. I just want to see what was their loss? Lost in the bowl game to Alabama. And they got their 12th win that year, their last game at USC too. So deja vu was 6 years ago. And that is true. It's the Pac-12. So for some more 12 symbolism, what's their schedule look like this year compared to 2012? That's funny that they play the exact same team to close out the season. The other thing about it being 6 years ago, in light of, the quarterback thing, is 6 has that gematria of 52 as well. So, yeah, this looks like a tribute to 2012. Huh, it's funny. Could they go on to play Alabama again in the championship? Um, if USC becomes 5-7, if they beat UFC, they'll be 5-7, right? Crimson Tide's got that 57 thing. That's what happened in 2012. They beat USC. Huh. They beat them on a date with 67 numerology. We just saw how USC Trojans is 67. Um, so yeah, I think that looks pretty safe there for Notre Dame, and be interesting to see if they do go on to play the Crimson Side, 5-7. The only thing that makes me raise an eyebrow is this right here, just that Kelly's next loss is his 35th. But because there is 35 date numerology here, but I think it makes more sense for them to go 12-0, Pac-12, day leaving 37 days left in the year, the 12th prime. That's got more rhyme and reason to it. And then that coach, he can pick up his 17th loss for USA 153 days after his birthday, the 17th triangular. And in light of it being a Catholic school, Notre Dame, it's the Holy Bible number too. So, yeah, I think that Notre Dame looks good there. $42 to 1, huh? Those must have been the odds for the fight. That's something else. 42 to 1. Huh. Tyson's 42. I didn't remember that off the top of my head. Yeah, there it is right there. Something else. Nice work, Sports Gematria. Well, come request games. I'm saying, what game do you guys want to look at? And people throw out a game, so I look at it. Well, save the football games for tomorrow. All right, Florida versus Florida State. All right, let's see if these websites are in agreement. All right, yeah, they are in agreement. Okay, 62 meetings. Sixty-third meeting. Florida leads 34-26-2. Just right away, we see Florida could get their 35th on 11-24. So that's big. Florida State won the last meeting a year ago. Okay. Seminoles. Gators. Gators is 37, so we got 37 days remaining. Gators. Florida State Seminoles, all right. All right, let's see. Gators head coach. Twelfth game, 37, 12th prime. Ooh, so that's tricky about this. So he could get his 53rd win on this date with 53 numerology. Florida State Seminoles is 241, the 53rd prime. That'd bring them to 6 and 6, like the 11th triangular number. Come back and look here. Florida Gators. Yeah, that makes that one tricky. Let's take a look at the QBs here. All right, let me see the Florida State QB. That's right, Francois. February 12th. What about his upcoming birthday? Is Felipe Frank still the starter? I remember him having a big ritual last year. Yeah, it is still Felipe Franks. Okay. — 337 days after his birthday. See a 68 on this game, though. Let's see here. I'm doing the live stream thing.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So for like another 48 minutes or something.
Okay.
About 84. This game's in the morning time. I saw one of you asking if this was a night game, but it's a morning game. I'd say this game's iffy here because of the fact that Florida could get their 35th win in the series, but at the same time, Florida State Seminoles have the lineman as well, and Willie Taggart could get his 53rd win. So makes that one tough. 53 is a big number in football, though. You know. Did I check Willie Taggart's birthday? Let's see how that lines up. August 27th. Okay. "89 days after his birthday, the 11th Fibonacci." What's April 27th? If FSU could pull it out, they get into 6-6, the 11th triangular against the 11 seed Florida. I just noticed that Florida was ranked that high of a seed. This is in Tallahassee. Let's see here. Oh, who had that 337 connection? That was the no, I don't think it was him. Is that the QB's name? Felipe Franks. Wait a second. Oh, okay. Whoa, why did they get so bright? Tallahassee. Ooh, let's see. Doak Campbell Stadium. $65 like Florida, 331 the 67th prime. Doak Campbell 67 too. Huh. Felipe Franks is 67. Remember last year, Felipe Franks got some big national attention for doing something. I forget what it was. It should be on my blog. Oh, hold up. I spelled his name wrong. So for this game, just to look at it, the Gators got some alignment with the date. Florida can get their 35th win in the series on a date with 35 numerology. But the thing that makes it questionable is Florida State Seminoles is 241, the 53rd prime. We have 53 date numerology, and the Florida Seminoles coach can get his 53rd win all time, and it'd be a big one over ranked Florida. Be their game of the season. Felipe Franks has nice alignment with the location in the stadium name. So I suspect Florida wins, but there's a potential upset narrative here. So that one's tricky. It is the I see you guys talking about the NBA. It is the 73rd NBA season. Pi Day is the 73rd day of the year, March 14th. Oh, you want to see what? All right, hold on. It's not halftime yet. We can look at it when it gets to halftime. Just tell me when it's halftime. It's not there yet. Here, we can do this real quick. We can look over the games tomorrow, NBA and NHL, just see if there's like any low-hanging fruit. Sometimes there's a game that really stands out. The Cavs got the pie thing going. The Rockets could improve to the geometry number. 10 and 8's like geometry. Over the Cavs that got the pie. That's pretty likely. I guess some of these records aren't set yet for tomorrow. Remember the name Stefan or Steven, just the way he pronounces it, means crown. That's the meaning of that name. Probably be a big old spread on that game. Yeah, I didn't see any super clear riddles that jump out in my face for tomorrow. Get it again one more time. Tomorrow does leave 37 days left in the year. Milwaukee has the 37 thing going. Here, check out the NHL scores for tomorrow. Tomorrow also has the 73 date numerology in light of the Warriors. Again, Steph Curry born on the 73rd day of the year. So I'd say that's a good day for the geometry ritual too, with the Rockets getting that win tomorrow. That makes a lot of sense. Coming 10-8 on that date. Teams that can pick up their 12th win tomorrow, that would make a lot of sense. The 12th win on the day, leaving 37 days left in the year. Like, for example, this game, these teams have become 12-12. I think that might be a pattern that persists tomorrow. Hard to tell in a game like this because either team could pick up the 12th win. That's too bad here, too. Shoot, there's only one game like that. Teams getting stuck on 12 wins is another possible thought. 30, because usually the prime number relationships are they play again and again. Here, come back and look at that with the NBA too. Who can pick up a 12th win tomorrow? Huh, doesn't work out that way for any NBA games. It's too bad. But yeah, the Rockets make sense in the pi ritual, the geometry ritual, and you got to like the 73 guys, the Warriors on the date with 73 numerology. So Milwaukee's probably a safe bet on the day, leaving 37 days left in the year as well. Here, are there any other games that we can do at halftime right now? Halftime's usually I always do them on my blog. I guess I never do it live, but yeah, the halftime. I mean, like I do it for almost every primetime football game. Blazers are almost there to halftime. How many times has Minnesota won with 112 since the Prince jersey tribute? Huh. Clippers also today. Notice the Rockets Pistons game prior to them playing Cleveland, 227 points, like pi. And now they go in to Cleveland, who's 3-14. You know what I'm saying with the 227, right? 22 divided by 7 gives you the approximation of pi. So and then notice that the Cavs got the pi record against the 76ers, and there's always the riddles with the Warriors and 76ers because they're originally from Philadelphia. So that's interesting. All right, this game's almost to halftime here. How long can it be at 1.2 seconds for? Here, while we're waiting for this to go to halftime, I just want to see if the Phil Mickelson Tiger Woods thing ended on the 23rd hole. Mickelson won it 23 weeks after his birthday, in 23 the ninth prime. Oh, so it went to the 22nd. Okay. Master number. I wonder if that's a clue for the Masters. 22, the master builder number. The name Woods is 22 as well. He beat Woods on the 22nd hole. All right. So Portland's got 44 at the half. Hilarious because Portland and Rip City are 44. I'm pretty sure Warriors is 59 as well. Just look at that. Warriors is 59. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Warriors 59. Portland's 44. See, sports gematria, you know how you were saying that, like, you're not sure that we should use the reverse gematria? I mean, this is how we can see that it's just so relevant. Sometimes it does throw us off in our predictions, but it's absolutely in use. So let's just see what we got here. Look how many shots Portland's taken at the half. 44. Hilarious. They've made 17, 59 the 17th prime. Here, Blazers, Warriors, head to head. Oh, can't type. So Golden State can get their 103rd win, and that's how many points are scored at the half. 103 points at the half. Golden State for going 103rd win in the series. This is the 226th game. 226 equals 93. It's like Oracle Arena where they're playing. Oracle Arena is 93. So. Yeah, I'm really wondering if because I've always known it's important, but I don't consider it in every game, and I think I really need to start. The city and the stadiums seem to be so crucial because they really do show up in a lot of the tributes, and you know that Bears game was another strong example from yesterday. Stadium and city. Detroit, Michigan, 83. Bears improved to 8-3, and Ford Field 47. Lions fall to 4-7. So, and I'm starting to think in basketball that it's better to just look at the regular season than the all time with the playoffs. I'm starting to think it's all about the regular season. I think it was a couple Fridays ago where at first I looked at it and I liked Portland to win, but then somebody pointed out the all time record would be perfect for the Pelicans if they won. And then that ended up not happening. The Blazers got it. So the Warriors win this tonight. They'll be 9-2 at home. Makes me wonder who their next game's against. They could potentially fall to 9-3 at Oracle Arena. Wait a minute, is that right? Yeah, it is. The other thing about 93 in this one, which it could be coincidental, Oregon's established on a date with 93 numerology. February 14th, 1859, Valentine's Day. You guys want to know how I know that? Because that's my home state. So that's part of the reason I think Nike's headquartered there, because their symbol's part of Saturn. And it's got that 93 gematria. What kind of game is Kevin Durant having? Pretty big game. Did you see those 35 points in the second quarter? What, is Steph Curry not playing because he got in a car accident? What's this? Why isn't Curry playing? "39 points for the Warriors starters, the reflection of 93. 35 points for the Blazers starters." The other thing about this game is it's on the day leaving 38 days left in the year. Oregon's 38, but they're on the road, so see if there's anything else. Notice the Portland Trail Blazers are 12-6. Portland Trail Blazers 126. Um, if they fall to 12-7, um, 12-7 is like 127, the 31st prime, and Oakland has that gematria 31. When you take into account the rule for K, Oakland's 22 without the rule. With the master numerology of K, Oakland's 31. So, and then Warriors can become 13-7, like the 33rd prime against the Oregon, the 33rd state. Here, let's see what the who do the Warriors play at home next? I'm wondering if they could lose. 93. Remember when LeBron beat them on the real King James's birthday in Oracle? Oh, it's the Kings. God, it's hard for me to imagine them winning on the date with 73 numerology, but I'm just looking at that potential 9-3 record at home. Yeah, if they beat the Kings and beat the Magic, they'll be 11-3 at home. Magic 33, 11-3. Make sure Kings don't have some 93 connection. Sacramento on the day, leaving 37 days left in the year. You guys want to look more at the Warriors Kings game tomorrow, just for kicks? Yeah, Steph Curry's full name equals 112, like mathematics, and this accident's a span of 112 days from his birthday. Well, part of the reason I'm having a bad football year is because I'm getting screwed up on the primetime games. Primetime games used to be the easiest for me to pick, and primetime's been my worst success rate this year. So I don't know what's up with that. All right, let's see this Kings Warriors game tomorrow. I'm curious about this game now. Potential for them to fall to 9-3. $391. It's not a prime number, is it? No. Last played March 31st. How long is Curry out for? So it's going to be span at 239 days since the last game. Curry injury. Huh. Monday against the Magic. Look at this. The last time they played at Oracle, the Warriors and Kings, the Warriors lost with 93 points. You see that? How long was it from that game? $254 days. That's the number related to Saturn. Huh. Saturn, the keeper of time, 254. And I think, what is it, time in this cipher? Yeah. Wow. Kings might win tomorrow. Kings very well could win this game. Because 93 and 254 go together. We've documented that many a times. And it would be 254 days later that they would fall to 9 and 3 at home. And then I'm just thinking about how LeBron, King James, played his first ever game against the Kings. And then when he beat them in Oracle Arena in the finals, remember what the score was? It was 93 to 89. Again, Oracle Arena with the alphabetic order is 93. King James is 89. So I was thinking that the Warriors couldn't lose on that date, but now that they don't have Mr. 73 Steph Curry, you know, that invites the narrative for the loss. So that's a very interesting alignment there. Make sure there's nothing else in those team names. Again, Sacramento does have the 37 connection. It's they leaving 37 days left in the year. Sacramento Kings. Are they playing right now, the Kings, or is that their set record? I do see that Sacramento's 109 though, and with a loss, they would be 10 and 9. Yeah, that's an interesting one right there. The way that last loss at home lines up just makes me think there's a strong chance the Kings get that win tomorrow. Oh, wrong button. Was this game halftime? Wow, 38-38. That's like the old school NBA. It's like most teams are scoring that many points a quarter these days. Today's the day, leaving 38 days left in the year. Today leaves 38 days left in the year here. 38-38. James 48. King 41. LA 41. Both teams made 17 shots. NBA 17. Huh. Trying to think what Louisiana's 38. The Jazz are originally from Louisiana. Used to be the Louisiana Jazz. And again, today has the 45 numerology as well. They used to be from New Orleans. They were the New Orleans Jazz in Louisiana. And that's the thing. That's the thing that's scary about this game is the Jazz could pick up their 9th win on the 23rd, where 23 is the 9th prime and 45 is the 9th triangular number. So this game's pretty iffy right here. What did LeBron have for stats? LeBron's only got 4 points. Wow. How many fouls does he have? No fouls? That's why, again, the dates are always just so important. So I mean, this you look at this tribute, you got to think that's a tribute to the Jazz, originally from Louisiana. And again, the reason this one's tricky is because they have the 9-23 thing going, but with a loss, they become 6-6. LeBron 66, Lakers 66. With a win, the Lakers become 6-3 at home. Jazz 63. They'd also become 11-7, like 117, which connects to 13. So that's why some games are just tougher to read than others. But well, what's your job, Lack and P, where people are getting to support their teams at work? Yeah, nine's got the 40-42 connection, like 22 as well. And then Woods is 22. Oh, you work at a bar. Okay, that makes sense. Of course. Is it a sports bar? Must be coming into the jerseys. Yeah, the this matchup being 23 weeks from Phil Mickelson's birthday, I thought that would probably be favorable for him. It didn't line up so well with Tiger's birthday. All right, let's do one more game and then call it a night. What other game you guys want to look at tomorrow? All right, so we got a NHL request. Okay, let's do it for Super Mott. All right, so Rangers Capitals. All right. I don't know what having the point of that thing on the screen is that Google puts up there. It just gets in the way. All right. Rangers have the 37 connection. They leaving 37 days left in the year. Capitals don't. Let me get the date numerology up here. All right, Washington Capitals. All right, New York Rangers. So 220th game. Capitals lead. Okay. So, do those numbers have any rhyme and reason with the date? They get their 19th. What is that, tie? Is that tie or overtime loss? It'd be funny if they got their 19th tie tomorrow. Let's see. Washington Capitals is 104, and they lead with 104. Okay. Park Rangers. Yeah. Right. So the game's 117 days after David Quinn's birthday. And the reason that's interesting is because 13 connects to that number. He could pick up his 13th win. That's the second thing that's favorable for the Rangers. Uh, Todd Reardon. Let's see. We need their coaching records. Wait, what? There we go. Oh, okay. He's 11-7. He could become 11-8. And this guy up here, it was 117 days or a span of 118 from his birthday. Hmm. Oops. Wait a minute. What's this dude's name again? David Quinn. Name here. First year coach as well. Okay. He's 52 years old and first year coach David Quinn at age 52. That's funny. NHL Hockey League. Let's just check Ovechkin's birthday. He's the big star of the league, the defending champion. 3 right now. 68 days. I think hockey's 67. Stay off there. I think there's some rhyme and reason to the Rangers winning this game. The date's favorable. And then the coach has the nice alignment to pick up his 13th win. Pretty symbolic number. You know, numbers that have a lot of relationships and many things. The United States of America, Central Intelligence Agency, et cetera, et cetera. You know, we just had the LA shooting on November 7th. So I just think that's I think that's worth taking a gamble that they'll pull it out, getting win number 13, 117 days after his birthday. Go to the chat, see if you guys have any additional comments. So Supermont does make a good point. He says the Capitals could become 13-7, like 137, like how Washington, D.C. is 137. The game's in New York. I guess there would also be some rhyme and reason with that because 137 is the 33rd prime and New York's 33. But yeah, that does make it a little more iffy. But that Rangers coach, he does have that nice alignment there, going for the 13th win 117 days after his birthday. So that is a good thought, though, Supermont. Appreciate you pointing that out. Let's see here. They got back-to-back games with New York, huh? Rangers, then Islanders, then New Jersey. It's amazing how many hockey teams are just right there. New York's got so many sports teams. New York, New Jersey. Here, let's see if we can get a clue looking at the next game. Islanders. So Capitals 127, like how they're currently 12-7. It's interesting. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Capitals with 27 points too. Yeah, Supermont does bring up a good point about their potential to go 13-7, but still, I just got to come back to how it lines up with the Rangers coach. I say, what better day to get your 13th win than 117 after? So, okay, before we wrap it up, let's go back and look at the games we talked about tonight. Michigan, Ohio State. Now, we remember that Urban Meyer on August 1st with his 81 birth numerology and 81 games coached with Ohio State got the public shaming. His next win with Ohio State is going to be his 81st. And notice, Michigan's 8-0 in Big Ten, Ohio State's 7-1. If he got his 81st win, they'd become 8-1 in the Big Ten. Michigan would fall to 8-1. And Ohio State would get their 801st win as a franchise, which is really enticing. But, oh yeah, before I go to that but part, I just also want to point out that from the day that Urban Meyer got shamed, August 1st, to this big game is 115 days later, and this is the 115th total meeting. You know, if Meyer lost, he'd be 80-10, which also sort of looks like 81. But the thing is, Jim Harbaugh, he's going for his 68th win. Ohio State Buckeyes equals 68, and it's the 337th day of his age, which is the 68th prime number. So, I mean, that is an amazing alignment right there. For Meyer, it's 137 days after his birthday. Champion equals 137. If he got the win, he'd be heading. I believe that would put him in. Yeah, that would put him in the Big Ten championship. And 137 is the 33rd prime. Big Ten's 33. So somebody pointed out that if Vegas just wants to clean up on the money, then they'll have Ohio State win because the vast majority of the money is on Michigan. So Michigan would also get their 333rd loss in Ohio, where 333 and 47 are like peas in a pod, and Ohio has that gematria of 47. If there was 47 date numerology, I would probably be favoring Ohio. But the way the Jim Harbaugh thing lines up, I just can't overlook that. I mean, 68th win, Ohio State Buckeyes, 68. And again, I believe that isn't our most pierced cipher, too. That's the one that I like to see the most. Right here. 68th win, 337th day of his age, the 68th prime. So I just, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I can't overlook that. It's crazy how it works both ways, though. We knew that Urban Meyer's big number all year was 81. He can get that 81st win in a bowl game. Doesn't have to come today. But I just got to ride with Harbaugh on the 68 thing. The Sabres-Red Wings game, I didn't think that this was what happened here? Oh, I see it got centered. I didn't think that there was anything strong enough with this game here. Somebody did point out, it was Sports Gematria, point out that if the Sabres lost, they'd be 15-7 in the win-loss column, which is a lot like 157, the 37th prime, and they'd lose to Detroit on the day leaving 37 days left in the year. Detroit 37. Michigan numerology also in the date. But in the same breath, the Sabres could get their 16th win on the date with 53 numerology. So to me, I just don't see anything strong enough in this game to make me confident to want to place a bet there. Notre Dame, they look to have a repeat of their 2012 season. 2012, they went 12-0, beating USC to become 12-0 in the Pac-12. Again, this is on the day leaving 37 days left in the year, the 12th prime. Los Angeles, 37. So I think Notre Dame makes sense there. They got a lot of connections to the date here, too, the Fighting Irish. It's like a special day for them. And then I was saying that if USC becomes 5-7, Crimson Tide equals 57. Notre Dame faced Alabama in 2012 when they last did this. 12-0 over USC for the final game. This Florida State game is iffy. Largely because of this right here. Florida State Seminoles 241 the 53rd prime. We got 53-date numerology. And their coach, Florida State, can get his 53rd win all time. But the Florida quarterback has a really nice alignment with the game. And Florida can get their 35th win on a date with 35 numerology. I suspect Florida will win here, but that 153 thing makes it too much of a gamble for my taste, honestly. So, in the NBA, we were talking about why the Rockets made so much sense in the Pie Ritual. The Rockets make a lot of sense tomorrow. I would be shocked if they lost that game. In the NBA, there might be a real – if the Warriors win tonight over the Blazers, there might be a real upset narrative there for the Kings to beat the Warriors at home. Might be part of the reason Steph Curry's sitting out. So. And wasn't there something else that I mentioned in the NBA tomorrow? I don't see how they don't become 10-8. The geometry number coming in against the Pie team. I think that's got to happen. The Bucks make sense tomorrow too. Milwaukee on the day leaving 37 days left in the year. I suspect they get the W there. So. Yeah, Golden State should win tonight. Maybe just do a little bit more homework on that game tomorrow. But I showed you how the last time the Kings played at Oracle, they beat them, and the Warriors went down with 93. They could fall to 9-3 at home tomorrow. Oracle Arena 93, and those games are 254 days apart. That's the number that goes with 93 a lot. So there is a real riddle there for the Kings to win tomorrow. Well, what's 100? Why 135, Lackin? Why 135 versus the Saturn team? Why do you say that? As opposed to 14-4, which has to do with time? Because they'd be 14-4, wouldn't they? Oh no, they'd be 14-5. Excuse me. So what are you saying? Why would they lose to the Spurs because of that number? I don't understand. I wouldn't take the Cavs tomorrow. I would not take the Cavs tomorrow. No, I expect the Rockets to become 10-8 against the Cavs because geometry is 108. And they're coming against the Cavs 314, and they just lost in a game with 227 points. Like 22 divided by 7 pi. So How many games on the road have the Spurs played? I mean, normally NBA teams on the road, they start to wear out here. So they played the Rockets, which isn't much of a road trip. Wait a minute. That's preseason. What in the world? Hold on. So it's only game 2 of their road trip. I see. Here, let's we didn't go deep on that Bucks Spurs game. I'll just give it a little more attention. I was just saying on the surface because of that how the way the date lines up with Milwaukee. Let's see here. Bucks have lost the last 3 against the Spurs. Last time they played was March 25th. Let's see. Weeks later. Oh no, never mind. I read that backwards. The Bucks are on the 3-game winning streak against the Spurs. So it'd be 4 straight if they won again. Last time the Spurs won at Milwaukee, December 5th, 2016. Yeah, I just like that it's the day leaving 37 days left in the year. And they're at home in Milwaukee. And I mean, the Bucks look like a pretty formidable team too, so. I see. I wouldn't always look ahead though. It's just like the guy who thought the Dallas Cowboys, or excuse me, he thought the Falcons would win because he thought Drew Brees would have to be stuck on that 151. And I was saying, I don't know. Science better just look at the current game, how it lines up. So. Yeah, I'd do a little more homework on those basketball games before I placed a bet on them, but just Milwaukee's got the 37 thing going for the day, leaving 37 days left in the year. All right, you guys, I'm going to wrap it up, and then we'll be back tomorrow with football, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 Eastern. And, before you place any more bets, I just do some more homework. You guys know the formula. Birthdays, records, date numerology. So, good luck whichever way you go. All right, you guys have a good night.